We're at the Southern Motorhome Show at Newbury, and we've decided to pretend that we're looking for a particular type of motorhome. And what we're pretending to be are a couple who have grandchildren, and what we're after is a fixed bed with kitchen, of course, and bathroom, and something that is easy to drive and within a budget of, say, I don't know, what, 50,000, 60,000, that kind of money. So what we're going to do, you've heard of location. Well, this is motorhome. We're just going to have a wander around and pick our favourites.
Before we do go on a wander, allow me to tell you about how wonderful the weekend was. As you can see, the weather was great and it was pretty busy. There were many stalls selling stuff for your camping trips, and there were plenty of motorhomes and campervans for sale. We were there with Caravan Radio for the caravan and motorhome community, who were doing interviews with the stall owners and talking to listeners. Even Chris Tarrant turned up to say hi. No, unfortunately, he wasn't looking for his next radio DJ job.
I'm at the Southern Motorhome Show in Newbury, and I'm here right in front of the Caravan Radio stand, which is playing right now live music. Here is Spencer from said radio show, and can you tell me all about it, please?
Yeah, so Caravan Radio is a completely new radio station for the caravan and motorhome community. It's available online currently, caravanradio.co.uk. You can listen on your Alexa, your smartphone. You can listen on Google Assistant, Apple CarPlay, tune-in apps. You can download the Caravan Radio app from our website. So many different ways in which you can listen to take us out and about on your next journey, or next time you come to a festival like this one.
Right, let's see some motorhomes, shall we? And if you remember, we are pretending to be looking for a motorhome for two, but can also be used to carry the grandkids for around £50,000 to £60,000.
Now, most of the motorhomes at the show are second-hand, except for this lot here, these Elddis Magnums. They are out of our price range. Most of them, in fact all of them, are £75,000. But let's take a look at this one, because it has a fixed bed. In fact, I think most of them do, but let's have a look inside. So this is the Elddis Magnam GT 155. It's full berth and has 4 seat belts, which is very important.
This is quite a nice one.
Guess who is set up home already?
Yes, I'm part of the design.
So, okay, we'll have a quick look round here because, of course, it's out of our budget. But you've got a nice lounge at the front, which Zoe is modelling. A reasonable size kitchen, I think, and there's a step just behind me. Okay.
Your pet hate, 'cause there's a
Yes, there's a few steps here, which I don't particularly like. It's a fixed bed, a French bed, which means it's got the corner chopped off of there. Right, let's take a look at the bathroom. Wow, that looks very small, doesn't it? Immediately a walk-in shower, followed by the toilet and wash basin just there.
So that's not a good design, isn't it? Walking through the shower.
No, you're right. I don't know if it is a. Yeah, Zoe says it's not a very good design because of the. It could be wet down here, and every time you go in there, you're going to get wet feet. Lockers all the way around. Nice big wardrobe by the looks of things.
Big cupboards.
Yeah, they're large cupboards, very large wardrobe. Now, our criteria is to look for motorhomes which can also cater for grandchildren, so 3 or 4 berth. So the front lounge area here does convert into a bed if you need it. But I do get the impression that it's quite light and airy in here. We've got a sunroof and a roof light here. So the locker space is quite small. Of course, it's just under the bed. However, there is space on the back for a bike rack if you want to take the kids' bikes. The next one we're going to take a look at is this Hymer Exsis-I 588 on a 17 plate. It is in our budget at 59995, so just under £60,000. It has 4 seat belts and sleeps 4. Okay, so there is the dining area. There's 2 front seats swivel round. Above the driving area is the first bed. So this is a drop down bed, not too sure how far it goes down, probably around about this height here. The table lowers as well by the looks of things. Opposite the dining area you've got this tiny kitchen area. Well, okay, you can expand it using this little fold out thing, but that is really small, isn't it? 4 burner hobs, one of them being electric, which is great, I think.
A bit narrow there.
It is very narrow here. Let's shut the door though to the bathroom and then take a look at the sleeping area, the second bed. And that's quite high. Look at Zoe's feet are just touching that step. Now I'm sure there's going to, it must be a ladder or something,
I think it's
some
probably
steps.
that one, but it's locked.
You got some storage around the top of the bed. We have mobility issues. That might be a problem climbing into that. And also, if you're not carting your grandchildren around, then this could be a waste of space. Right, let's look into the bathroom. Okay, that's nice and roomy actually. It's not a wet room at all. Separate shower and toilet. So you've got some locker space in the bathroom.
Yeah, so you've got lots of stuff here.
And then there's the light switch. Is that the light switch there?
Well, it's not on.
Yeah. I'm not entirely sure I like the wood panelling.
No.
It does remind me of the older motorhomes. Either side of the bed are these 2 lockers. Well, I don't know what these are. There's some space in there. No access from outside in here. Some sort of cubby hole actually. You've got a shelf in there. Plenty of space for a load of shoes, wine. What about this? Oh, another little, well that's quite deep. Yeah, it's a little cubby hole underneath the step. Okay, we're going to have to look in the rear locker. Wow, that's huge. And that's why you've got that bed above it, which is very high. You can put a load of bikes in there, or even a mobility scooter, I think. And we do like this Bessacarr E462. It is at £46,000, but well, it doesn't fit our criteria. Take a look.
I think it fits my criteria. If we didn't have a grandkids scenario.
No, that is right. So it has a fantastic looking rear lounge. Look at that. That looks so nice, and all that storage across the top there.
Smells nice, doesn't it?
But the thing is, it's only 2 berth, and you have to make the bed up. Looking, oh, you've got a okay size kitchen area with some storage up there. And the bathroom, oh, thank you very much, is looks like this. Okay, so there's the toilet, and then you got a separate shower. And now I've got to look. Oh, there it is, light switch. Yeah, none of these motorhomes are plugged in, or they're not turned on. Yes, so that is a decent bathroom, a very good bathroom, and it could be very comfortable for a couple without any grandchildren.
Or a weekend when they're not bringing the grandchildren.
Yeah. Now we're going to take a look at this Benimar Mileo 264 on an 18 plate. Is now £53,000. Oh, okay, that's a nice dining area, I think. You could definitely get 4 around there. Might be a bit cramped around this section, or maybe one here and then one over there.
Oh yeah, so you've got your little sink.
A nice L-shaped kitchen.
Yeah, so you're not in the way of the
Mm.
long mile. Just a 2 burner.
Got the fridge freezer here with the panel coming off. Now then, I'm ducking slightly, and I'll show you why before we go in there.
Oh, we see.
This is the first berth. This is the first 2 berths. It's a drop-down bed, but as you can see, being 6 foot, kind of. Let me try and stand up straight. Right,
Oh, yeah.
there you go. So it's probably.
If it comes down, it's going to go into the.
Yeah, that's interesting. Good point. When it comes down, you've got this part of the kitchen. in the way, so that's not going to come
Maybe
down
do it
very
a bit
far.
further up that end.
Let's now move into the main bedroom. Okay, so I'm passing the shower on the left. It's quite roomy, and then that must be the bathroom on the right, or the toilet room, whatever you like to call that. And we've got 2 single beds with your own window and lockers. Okay, and then there's this, what appears to be a very large wardrobe. My goodness, there's a lion and a witch in that one. Flipping it, that's large, isn't it? I've had to step back a couple of spaces. To get out, I've got to step down, and then I'm going to have to duck before I want to, if I want to get into the lounge area.
Not in the right place.
And of course, locker space is going to be very limited. However, that doesn't look very limited to me. Odd shape, but if you can get the wheel, the spare wheel in there, then I'm sure you can get tables and chairs in there as well. And it looks like it opens both ends, both sides. This one here is an Auto Trail Imala 730 on a 16 plate, and it's going at the show for £44,000, 4 berth and 4 seat belts. Okay, so this is going to be one of the berths. Okay, so you'd have to convert this if you had the grandkids. You've got some storage up there, so no bed, no drop down bed. Looking back, that is the island bed. So you would be sleeping in there. One thing I noticed is that I've got plenty of headroom. That is a good, I don't know, 5-6 inches there.
You've got lots of workspace.
Yeah, look at the kitchen. You got a 3 hot gas hob with 1 electric hob. You've got an oven. You've got a fridge freezer. And you've got obviously the sink just there. But that is a nice work area, don't you think? That's quite large compared to other motorhomes. Bathroom, let's take a look at that. Oh, a step-in shower, nice. And is that a locker? There's a locker above the sink.
Is that your locker cocker?
And then we have the light switch just underneath here. Small sink actually, but that's not too bad, is it? Right, let's take a look at some of these lockers, shall we? Nice and roomy. In fact, that goes down a bit. Now I'm having to walk around the table here, so it's in the way. Wow, that goes all the way to the front of the motorhome. Loads of room in there for bedding or whatever. And then these ones, like I said, are a bit difficult to reach. Yeah, they're pretty good, aren't they? For your outside locker space, there is only one right at the back. And then in there, there's quite a lot of space in there for chairs and tables. I wouldn't recommend putting a bike in there. I'm talking of bikes. Now, if you've got the locker there, is that going to affect having a bike rack? I'm not entirely sure. Well, right next door to the 730 is the Imala 736 Auto Trail on a 21 plate. It is going for £56,000. It's 6 berth, but only 4 seat belts. Wow, okay, so I feel like there's a table missing here actually. I'm sure it's somewhere. There's your 2 seat belts, and I guess that turns into a bed. In fact, I can see a little fold out thingy just there. Up the ladder is a double bed with a nice roof light just there. Looking back, got a reasonable size kitchen. You got the 4 hobs, one being electric just there, and a reasonable size sink, preparation area, and a oven. This is the lounge area. It looks a bit small to have 6 people round. or even 4 people, to be quite honest. Looks like it's chopped off, if you see what I mean. Plenty of locker space around the lounge area. Not too small either. Right, so the bathroom. Okay, so it's a step-in shower again, which is very nice. Plenty of room. That locker again. And the light switch is just underneath there. That is a slamming locker. Just above the kitchen area, you have another locker. Oh, look at all that. That's where you're going to put your plates and whatnot. And again, I've got plenty of headroom. These auto trails do have plenty of headroom. What about this locker? Nice and spacious in there. Nice. The next auto trail is this Apache 632. It has 4 berths but only 2 seat belts. It's going for £40,000 on a 14 plate, 63 plate, 2014.
That's not a bad layout.
You don't think? Okay, well, I've not looked round yet, so why don't you tell us the details?
Well, there's obviously
The highlights.
You can obviously sleep 4, so you've got that. But I thought it's because they had a drop-down bed, but
you got to make the bed up, I think, by the looks of things.
Make the bed up there.
And I would say that that's a very small table
This is a bit
for
weird, isn't it?
sitting 4 people around there.
Oh, I don't know. You could probably get.
Imagine 4 plates on that table.
Oh, I see the table. Yes.
Yeah.
So
I'm assuming there is another table somewhere. Plenty of beautiful locker space around the top there. Look at those. This is going to be that big locker. Look at that. Thing is, if you put something over there, how are you going to get it? You could lose it forever.
This is unusual. Look, you've got a great big cupboard there.
Well, that's a nice cupboard with all the little cubbies for the cutlery and whatever. Nice layout for the kitchen, I think. Including a draining board. You don't normally see a draining board in a motorhome.
No.
Oven and hob. 4 hobs, one of them electric.
Big fridge freezer.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's okay.
Oh, blimey.
That's the wardrobe, was it?
It's a bit rickety. Yeah.
Oh, it's magnets for you.
Yeah, but the bathroom is very good.
The
Separate.
bathroom, okay. So you know what's going to happen before I look in here, because Zoe's already told you. Right. Okay. Step-in shower. Very nice. That black and white does pop, I think. Makes it look very nice, especially with the silver. Oh, here's a light switch. Very important to have a light switch in the middle of the night. Some space for your toothbrush and lotions and potions. So here's the main bed. Now that looks quite narrow, doesn't it? It looks quite narrow. Not a lot of locker space around the top. Do get a window where your feet would be, so you can look out in the morning. But that is basically it. Underneath the bed, I was expecting to go into the garage here. In fact, that is probably been made by somebody. There's bits of plywood here of different sizes. But being 4 berth, it only has 2 seat belts, and that's on the front.
Oh, that's just a bit silly, isn't it?
Yeah, so I mean, the grandkids could come along, but you'd have to meet them there.
And then trying to have
Yeah, that's right.
tiny
Yeah,
table.
yeah. Oh yeah, it is a nice roof like that. Look at that,
Yeah,
huge sunroof.
right in the middle.
There is locker space, but they're locked at the moment. And there's one this side as well. Different shaped door. So I wonder what's in there. It's intriguing. So we just found this 2016 Bürstner Ixeo Time IT 586 going for £50,000. It has 4 seat belts and it is a 4 berth. And it is very small, just under 6 meters long. Let's have a look inside. I think Zoe's already in there. Right, Zoe's been looking around, and you're going to give us a tour.
Because it's quite a small motorhome, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I didn't realise this is a drop-down bed. But I suppose you could make this sort of area into a bed as well, could you? Not at the same time.
Well, this area here, the lounge area, can I just say, that is enormous. That's got to be the biggest lounge area I've seen for such a small motorhome.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You could probably get 8 round the table.
Just to give you a bit of perspective, this is the table. I can't reach the other end, the other side. And that's the short width. The long width is that way.
So it's only got 4 seat belts there.
4 seat belts.
Right.
Full berth, right? Yeah, full berth. So this drops down, and then somebody else, the other berth, is where we're sitting now. So it might be a bit claustrophobic if that bed is coming down.
Yes.
But let's take a look at the back.
Now, the back,
Shuffling along. Oh, there's a step.
it's got oodles of space. Look at the back of there. It's got loads.
Yeah, it's
but
quite
you'd
deep.
lose stuff there, wouldn't you?
Oh, it's a bit narrow, but it does
Yeah.
go back some
You've got
distance.
a bit of workspace. Now, look
Loads
at this,
of
Look at this
workspace.
drawer. What do you think's in here? Oh,
The cutlery drawer.
cutlery drawer.
Small sink, no draining board, but you got
Bit of space there.
3 hobs.
I like that. That looks pretty good, doesn't it? What's this down here? Oh, I was expecting that to be a big drawer, but it's only a thin
A little
narrow
drawer, and that looks like an oven, or yeah, it's a grill,
grill.
just a grill. Grill oven, I don't know.
Oh gosh, that's quite.
And that is one big fridge beside you, isn't it?
How do you open it?
She's struggling opening a fridge.
No, the fridge won't. Oh, see, well, there we are.
That's quite large, isn't
That
it?
is large.
It's bigger than the one at home.
It's large.
Some
Now,
space up there. Oh, she's now showing me the bathroom. Wet room.
That's
A
quite big.
very large shower area, actually, shower tray.
Yeah. Well, you've got a screen.
Oh
there,
yeah, you got
haven't
a screen that just slides across,
And,
and,
you've got a little cupboard for your toiletries.
and then this slides out as well. So in here, there's a creaky door.
Well, that's where you put all your little potions and lotions.
Light switch, and you got some space in the shower area for lotions and potions, like Zoe just said.
Everything's falling out.
Nice big wardrobe.
So really, to say it's smaller than 6 metres, there's quite a lot of space, isn't there?
There's loads of space.
Yeah.
Oh, what's this? What's this
Oh, so the
here?
large table slides
Oh,
in
bloody
multiple
hell!
directions.
That's a bit weird. It's
Oh,
like
I see.
it's like an airplane locker, an overhead locker. Oh no, I don't like that.
Does that do the same
No,
thing?
this one is looks like it's got it's just a rail.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I'm quite impressed with that because.
So how does it drop then?
Well, this is the thing, isn't it? Oh, I don't like that step there. Cause
No, I didn't like that step there either.
Yeah, how does that drop? I don't know. I suppose because it's got no electric, it won't drop, will it?
I think you're right. Yeah.
It's a wide entrance as well because Herman's.
That
narrow
is,
there.
yeah, she's right. It is a wider entrance. Just stand there for us. It is quite a wide entrance, isn't it? No external locker space, but you do get a bike rack. So there are plenty of motorhomes to take a look at, and of course, we haven't seen all of the ones that fit our criteria. So if you have seen one that we've missed that fits our criteria, then let us know in the doobly-doo.
So we've had a brilliant time.
Really loved wandering around the show, looking at all the motorhomes.
Met some fantastic people.
Oh yeah, if you met us, hello.
Thank you very
and
much.
thank you very much.
We can't remember anyone's name.
No, we did see some amazing motorhomes. I mean, we were looking at a particular type of, looking for a particular type of motorhome.
Yes.
But I think there was one which I really did like, which would suit us. And and we're going to go back and have a look. Maybe replace Herman? No. That's a
Oh my
new one
goodness,
for Zoe.
Little Herman.
Yeah, little Herman. We can't replace
No,
Herman, can we?
he's
No.
a star in his own right, isn't
Yeah.
he?
So that is it for the Southern Motorhome Show at Newbury. See you in the
Signing
next
off.
one. Bye bye.